Greetings from Sacred Heart Church in Bellevue, Kentucky. Now that we've been live streaming Masses, I thought some of you might appreciate seeing how we're doing this. I had to chuckle when somebody thanked me for doing the live stream Masses and also thanked my camera crew. Well, there is no camera crew, but I'd be happy to share with you what we're doing and how we've gone from understanding nothing about this to being able to get by in the short term. Well, this is the setup that we've come up with. Basically, I just threw my computer over the back of a music stand and found out that I needed streaming software, so I downloaded free streaming software. And we tried different microphones that worked more or less, but there's a lot of echo in our beautiful church. So in order to do our sound a little bit better, I purchased this small mini mixer. And then I unplugged the two wireless receivers that are used with our wireless lapel microphones. So those broadcast wirelessly to these two receivers. I unplugged those from our sound system, plugged them into the mini mixer, but then I had to get that plugged into my computer, and that's what this adapter is for. So this adapter plugs into the port that goes into my computer, and that gives us fairly good sound. Then the challenge was how to transport this to get it back and forth. I had some trial errors, which I'll show you in a moment, of these little receivers and mini mixers getting all tangled up and disarrayed in my car as I was going back and forth from St. Bernard's to Divine Mercy. So this last Saturday, I spent about 3.5 hours making this little portable unit, which easily picks up and carries everything that I need with it. Okay, I thought I would give you a little display of some of the earlier attempts, also to give you a view of some of the construction being done on our church with the scaffolding going up. So this is my portable unit here, which just picks up nicely and carries. It's got everything right there. Power strip, hooks to wind things. This was an earlier attempt. These just kind of stacked together and, well, they weren't very sturdy. It worked for one time and then it fell over. This is a tripod I got, which holds my cell phone, and that's what broke when I tried to take it up into the bell tower, but I was able to glue it and get it to work again. But then someone loaned me this, which is a cell phone holder that clips onto a vent in a car, and I was able to use that in the bell tower, clipping it onto one of the edges of the wall, and that worked nicely for filming the blessing at the bell tower. So we thank you for your prayers for all of our new challenges as we are striving to serve God's people. Eventually, we hope to install a professional camera on the bottom of our balcony here. But then we have to think about, okay, how much do we want in the field of vision? Do we want a tight close-up on the altar and on the ambo when we're doing our readings? Currently, I've rearranged the sanctuary to make it a little bit tighter cropping. So I've moved the ambo over from where it usually is so that it can be in the picture and still have it be up fairly close. And likewise, I've moved the presider's chairs over a little bit closer as well. But once we get back to having congregations, we'll want to put those perhaps back in their normal position. And so as we're considering what type of camera to put in on our balcony, and how it will zoom in, and whether we have one camera or two cameras, one camera for the ambo and another one for the presider's chair. These are all questions that we have to consider. So we live in a new age, and we're trying to use our technology to serve the needs of God's people.